Be advised, the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Peoples of this country, hindi makikita yung pinanggalingan natin.
Basta ito, susundo ka ng doktor, abuling ka ng aso, lahat ng dinanas.
Hindi nililinis naman ng pork barrel kasi useless naman.
Mga patay, papabigyan ko ng 5,000 from my... So,
Marami na nagsasabi na
Hindi. Dahil baka kunyari, lahat ng madi-dismiss, pang-hostage na lang para ma-reinstate.
Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Welcome to our show, Heartbeat Live. I'm your host, Ray Orosa. At tayo makikipag-usap sa inyo for susunod pong isang oras. Meron tayong panauhin ngayong gabi na masisiyahan kayo sigurong madinig na magbigay sa atin ng ulat niya sa nangyayari sa kanyang pinanghahawakan. Pero alam po ninyo, bago tayo mag-umpisa, as usual, meron tayong mga ilang text sa ating huling programa na napili na paradala namin ng e-load na 100 pesos. Alam nyo, marami pa iba kasi nagte-text sa amin. Pero dahil sa hindi nyo nilalagay ang pangalan ninyo, hindi nyo nilalagay ang inyo kung saan kayo nandun, hindi namin kayo maisali dun sa pinipili naming mga text sa bawat linggo. Kanya, I encourage you, please, maglagay kayo ng pangalan ninyo at saka saan kayong bayan o lungsod o probinsya nandun para meron naman kaming statistical basis for the ones who are texting us. Alright. Ito po ang ating number one text winner from last week, from 0926-624-2769. Si Edna mula po sa Laguna. Ang kanyang text ganito, bakit nauna pa maisabatas ang cybercrime law kesa sa Freedom of Information Bill na mas mahalaga sa mamamayan? Parang pagsupil ito sa freedom of speech and press freedom. Moral issue ang paggamit ng internet. Ay nako, Edna, if you only know how I feel about this issue, malalaman mong nako, siguro nagtutugma ang utak natin at isipan tungkol niya sa isyong yan. You're correct. I think that the Freedom of Information Bill has far greater significance. Pero yun lang, siyempre, yung mga legislators natin, ilan sa kanila, na napaka-sensitive at ayaw nilang mapupulaan sila. They are so filled with their own egos that they will criminalize and make it even worse than the original libel law. As a matter of fact, there's already a move to decriminalize libel law, and here, they do not just criminalize it, they double pa the punishment, at pagkatapos pwede pa ngayon na alisin sa iyo ang paggamit ng sa sarili mong computer. At dito, pagka nag-pass ka ng message to somebody else, naku, pwede ka ding demanda. And we do not want to live under the promise of Dilema to say that she will not prosecute the people. That's not freedom. That's not freedom of expression. That's tyranny. I don't care what they think about it, and I wish that you would be very, very vocal about it to say, hey, this law here, tapos siningit pa ni Senator Soto yung kanyang criminal provision dyan. Ano ba ang ating paraan ng pambabatas? Lokohan maski na sa Kongreso at saka sa Senado? I cannot understand that yung pasingit-singit, walang discussion, walang maski na, no? Ano na ba nangyayari sa politika natin? Wow, this is a terrible comment. Alam mo, yung mga hirap dito, yung mga nasa Kongreso dyan, puro mga diktadorin at heart eh. Ayaw nilang merong yung mga tututol sa kanila who will have a separate or different idea. No, you learn to fight for your ideas. At ang mamamayan dapat ganun. And as I've pointed out many times, the rule of law is principally meant for those who are in authority so that they do not abuse their authority. And many people in Congress are abusing their legislative authority. It should not happen. Well, kung kayo magagalit po na medyo na-excite ako dito. Pero nakakagulat, pati ang mga dyaryo sumusama sa opposition dito sa cybercrime law. And I wish the President would not defend it because it makes it very, very clear that they do not understand the true essence of democracy, the freedom of expression. Nakita mo, maski na yung Freedom of Information Bill, ayaw nila ipasa. Hanggang ngayon, wala tayong makita dyan. That's why I wrote an article about that in that weekly paper called Opinion, mabasa ninyo tungkol dyan, about transparency in government. And, you have to have great liberality for the people to be able to express their frustrations or their disagreements. That does not make them bad just because they don't agree with you. Just as I'm sure some people don't agree with me, wala tayong magagawa dyan. All right. I want to make a comment on the second text that we received. Unfortunately, hindi nga namin maisama kasi walang pangalan at walang lugar. But I want to read it because I am so concerned about this statement. Sabi dito niyang from 0921-585-3501. Now, the Reproductive Health Bill, next the Divorce Bill, later the Same-Sex Marriage Bill. If you can kill the unborn, why not the old, the infirm, the deformed, and the mentally retarded? Why condemn the innocents but save the criminals from the death penalty? Help kill the Reproductive Health Bill. May God bless us all. May God bless you too for having sent that text. But you are confusing the issues. The Reproductive Health Bill has nothing to do with killing the unborn. Why? Because there is an existing anti-abortion law that criminalizes abortion. And killing the unborn is abortion. Now, when you prevent conception, that is not abortion, that is contraception. Don't make it the issue. Kung tayo makipag-usap at pag-uusapan natin ng isang batas, kung ito'y mabuti sa tao natin, from a civil and a government standpoint, let us not confuse the issue and make it appear to be something which it is not. Read the provisions of the bill, and you will not see anything there that will try to encourage abortion. Because why? Abortion is illegal to begin with. It's criminal. So, ang ano ko lang dito, the Reproductive Health Bill, I believe, is good and it will help to protect the mother and the unborn child. It has nothing to do with abortion. Huwag naman nating guluhin ang usapan based on your fears. Anong kinalaman ito sa divorce bill, sa same-sex bill? Hey, come on. This is just the Reproductive Health Bill. It doesn't mean it will lead to that just because we have. Kasi ang purpose ng Reproductive Health Bill is to provide and make sure that the health of the mother and the unborn child are both good and safe. The purpose of that bill is to save lives because we have lost too many children and mothers in the informal birth control practices that take place or abortion practices that take place in this country. In addition to which, of course, saving lives now it cannot be now construed as saying that that the Reproductive Health Bill is for the is for the killing of unborn children. Medyo layo-layo naman sa utak ng sistemang ganon. Okay, ngayong gabi po, ang ating panauhin dito ay isang, dati na nating nakasama dito. Siya po ay Undersecretary ng MMDA. She is also the General Manager of the MMDA. And so, she can speak with authority about what's going on in MMDA. Wala na pong iba kung hindi si Undersecretary Corazon Jimenez, si Sister Coratec, as we call her fondly. Alright, I want to welcome you again to our program. Alam mo kung bakit kita inanyahan dito, Sister Coratec? The reason for that largely is because I think the structure of the MMDA can be a model for how regions can be managed in this country. Why should it be only here in Metro Manila? Because basically, you are called upon to do all the planning and the development framework para sa, what do you call this, para sa Metro Manila, which is composed of about 13 cities.
No, 16 cities
16
and 1
cities na
municipality.
ngayon and 1 municipality.
Yes.
Bakit lumalaki?
Ay, maraming gusto talagang sumali sa Metro
Okay,
Manila.
that means it must be good.
Yes.
All right. Alam mo, I think why they want to join, one, of course, you get better access to funding, number one. But the second thing is, you do all the unpopular works that would cost them votes if they were to undertake it themselves. So pwede kayo ituro. You can become a convenient scapegoat for a lot of the thin-skinned politicians who do not like to undertake measures na tingin nila, mawawalan sila ng boto.
Yes, Mon. First of all, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
At thank you for inviting us here and be able to articulate kung ano man po yung mga ginagawa natin sa MMDA. Well, your question is very good. Bakit hindi? We can be a good model, no? Just like what we do in Metro Manila, consisting of 16 cities and one municipality, being able to have authority over these LGUs, pero we don't forget also na autonomous din po ang bawat LGU.
The cities do not lose their autonomy just because they're part of the MMDA.
Yes.
But I think what is happening is that there is a very clear division of labor.
That's
In
right.
other words, dito ka at ito ang pangangasiwaan mo because, alam mo, actually, ano ba ang boundary ng city? Wala eh. At dito sa Metro Manila, wala na, dikit-dikit ng lahat. Hindi mo na makita yung boundary dyan eh. So yung problema sa boundary is shared by both. Kanya kung ikaw ay lungsod o munisipalidad dito sa Metro Manila, yung paligid mo, hindi mo na makikita yung boundary mo sa isang marker. Oh, this is the boundary. But what does it mean? From a planning standpoint, from an administrative standpoint, dikit-dikit yan eh. You have become a homogeneous group, di ba?
That's right. And sa mga ginagawa ho natin ngayon, we do a lot of coordination among all these LGUs at nagkakaroon po ng parallel work na nga ang nangyayari in terms of yung gusto namin mga ipatupad, no? Especially on the 7 Mondays that we have at MMDA. Ito po yung traffic at transport management, solid waste management, flood control and sewerage, public safety, development planning, urban planning, at environmental protection.
Pero Sister Coratec, sa akin lang naman, this is just my own personal opinion, you don't have a greater priority than flood control because ang devastation ng ating weather or typhoon or earthquake, grabe ang tama, bigla ang tama, at ang pagtumama, salanta ang tao. Napakadaming nasasalanta agad. Hindi lang marahil mawawala ng buhay, kundi talagang gulong buhay nila. Ang dami ko kasing kilala dyan na dahil sa bagyo, dahil sa ondoy at ng iba pa, ay naku, talagang ubos na ubos sila.
Talaga po, maraming nawawala.
Para mag-umpisa muli, napakahirap. Kanya lang, ang hinaharap natin problema dito, tinitingnan natin, bakit ayaw dumaloy at maalis ng tubig? Bakit ang tagal-tagal bago maalis ang tubig? Alam na natin ang problema dyan.
Yes.
Kanya sa akin dito, ang pinakamalaking problema natin dito, hindi yung ayusin yung karsada, hindi yung ibang urban renewal zoning, although that's important, all of these are important, but sa akin, ang first priority dito lumalabas is physical safety and well-being of the citizenry within Metro Manila, sapagkat hindi naman natin makukontrola kasi ang bagyo. We have an average of 23 typhoons in 1 year.
That's right.
22.
22.
Or 22. Pwede ba naman dito na yung mga naghihirap na sa buhay, 3, 4, 5 beses sa isang taon mag-uumpisa muli.
Totoo yun, Mon.
Di ba?
May plano po tayo, nabanggit mo na rin yung tungkol dun sa ating mga marginalized, so yung tinatawag natin mga informal settlers. Mayroon na hong plano para sa kanila. So we identified already the 120,000 families na kailangan po ilikas.
Meron na kayong listahan yan yung bawat
May
pamilya?
listahan po yan, bawat LGU nagbigay na po, at kung saan-saan sila ililipat. So that's a project that we have to do within the next 4 years pa, no?
Okay. But aside from the relocation, which of course is one of the most important aspects of flood control here, the issue of being able to pump out all the water. Now, I know that in your press releases you have said, naku, ibang pumps dito panahon pa ni Marcos hindi na maintain. And then you say you have about 230 million in the budget for maintenance of your 51 pumping stations.
That's right.
Ang issue dito is, one, sapat ba yan? Number two, now you say you need over 1 billion to renew all of these pumping stations to put it in And then, sasabihin, ay wala kaming pera. Is the MMDA, just like a lot of other LGUs, are they capable of doing capital investments and then paying for it over time?
Ganito yun, Mon. Ang nangyari recently, napakaganda nga, na-approve po yung 1.6 billion.
Yung ano, naalala ko, nabasa ko,
nabigay
na-approve.
po yun. Na-approve po yun ng Presidente. At ito po ay pinag-aaralan na namin ngayon kung paano namin marirehabilitate yung 12 pumping stations. Nagkakaroon na kami ng usapan po. Starting today po, nagkaroon na ng technical discussion on how do we rehabilitate each pumping station that we have identified.
Hindi pa nyo papalitan yung mga pumps na yun?
Hindi, ganito po yan ang mangyayari kasi yung ating mga pumps nga po ay hindi na disenyo sa capacity, no? Yung capacity na tinatawag, yung rainfall. When it used to be 9 millimeter lang ang capacity. Ngayon more than that, ano? More than that.
Hindi mo na pwedeng i-rehabilitate yan pagka ganyan.
Kaya kung minsan, kaya baka pwedeng palitan, lalo na, no? Pero kung pwede pa kung ma-rehabilitate in terms of engine, in terms of converting it from fuel, pwedeng electricity na, mga ganyan. So marami yung pag-aaral na ginagawa.
You want to do that in the second highest electricity price in all of Asia?
These are these are alternatives. Paano nga kung naubusan tayo ng fuel? Meron tayong generator nga at pwedeng electricity.
Alam mo, ang niisip ko dyan,
ano po?
maybe that is not as critical to delay it, no?
Yes.
Ang pinakamahalaga dito, wag nyo sanang isipin ang rainfall na naranasan natin over the last 2 years. Think of what it might be 10 years from now.
Exactly.
So kung palagay mo, 9 inches lang ang laki ng mga tubo ninyo, ay ngayon, based on what we see, the rainfall today, baka kailangan ng 12 or 15 inches.
Exactly.
Gawin ninyong 20, pwede ba? O 25?
Ganun nga ho. That's why we
Para
need
10 years from now, matibay at maayos pa.
Kaya malawak po yung usapan tungkol dito. At kami natuwa nga tungkol doon sa budget na naibigay. Kasi kung hindi. The other problem, of course, we have to educate our people tungkol naman sa basurang nakukuha namin sa pumping station. One of the biggest reasons. Also.
Yun ang isang bagay siguro na kailangan maintindihan ng ating mga mamamayan. Na alam po ninyo, bahagi tayo lahat ng problema. Bakit natin ituturo ang MDA o ganito? Kanya lang, ako ituturo ko yung mga politiko who encourage people to go there and to put up and nagbabubulag-bulagan sila. Bakit? Boto yan, boto yan. Napakalupit na pag-iisip. Na hindi naman siguro dapat nangyayari sapagkat pagka merong namatay dyan, magpupunta ka doon, magbibigay ka ng 300, 500 para pailibing mo. Buhay yan May halaga yan, higit doon sa iba, abuloy na iaabot mo Di ba? And yun ang dapat nating pangalagaan. Kanya kung minsan ako yung natutuwa. Takot tayo preserbahan ang buhay nung hindi pa napapanganak. Pero wala tayong ginagawa doon sa mga naghihirap na nagugutom at walang makain ngayon. Pero sila, hayaan mo sila sa sarili nila. Naku, bakit naman ganun ang pag-iisip natin? Siguro, mas mahalaga na we provide a safe and a decent environment for them. Pero sa plano nyo ata, kasi kanyo maniniwala po ba kayo mahigit 100,000 mga pamilya yung pinag-uusapan
ito lang po yung
natin? Lang sa mga estero,
Riverways lang po itong pinag-uusapan natin. Yung sabi nga natin, nasa on top of the creek or the river, or under the bridge, ito po yung dapat talaga nating ilikas na. Dahil napaka-risky po niya na Mon.
Ano naman sinasabi ng ibang tao? Bakit hindi ninyo banatan yung mga malalaking tao na naglalagay ng mga struktura, nagbablock dyan sa mga estero?
Kami hoy ay ina-identify na rin namin yung tinatawag naming mga missing steros. May ganun ho. Minsan naman pala talagang alam na namin na may struktura. Yun po ay kailangan bigyan na ng tamang notice ito.
Okay, pero inuuna nyo yung mga nakapamilya na marahil nakapeligro, nakalagay sa peligro.
Lalo na ng habagat. We saw this. Kung sino yung nakababa dun sa tubig at dahil hindi na nga makaalis dun sa lugar nila. We have done a lot of relocation. At may mga plano na ang bawat LGU.
What about yung outlet ng mga pinapump yung tubig? Because there have been a lot of talk, naging guest din namin dito yung ilang mga arkitekto na who have spoken about this. Alam mo na kung sino tinutukoy ko, na kailangan daw tayong magkaroon ng outlet from Laguna Lake to Manila Bay. Kung hindi, saan pupunta ang tubig?
Yung tinatawag nilang dike yata, ang
maglalagay ka ng dike at saka maybe maglalagay ka ng yung paligid ng Laguna Lake, lalagyan mo yan ng magandang lugar where you can have even commercial and residential areas. Pwede ka maglagay ng mga puno dyan.
Pero
at
ang
lahat ng
daming
iba.
dapat ayusin dyan sa Laguna Lake, Mon, oo.
Ayun.
Tapos because there are so many, tributaries yan, ha? Hindi lang Metro Manila. Galing pa yan sa Laguna. Galing sa kung saan-saan.
Isn't that exactly the point?
Kaya ang daming dapat ayusin doon. The dredging is also very important. Kaya maraming proyekto na mangyayari in the first quarter.
But alam mo, maski na gawin mo yung dredging, temporary solution yun eh. Kasi pag malakas ang ulan, kung pupuno lang yun, maski na i-dredge mo, pero wala pa rin pupuntahan yung tubig. So, whether you dredge, whether you take a look at all the tributaries, it seems that the most critical element is magkaroon ng labasan ng tubig ng Manila Bay.
Merong
Diba?
doon sa ating pong tinatawag na Metro Flood Control plan, which is being funded by the World Bank. Ano ho yun? Kasama
yun.
Kasama po yun.
Are you working with the Laguna Lake Development Authority?
Yeah, we are a representation doon. Si Chairman Tolentino po ay part of the
Of the LLDA?
Of the LDA.
Very good. So, yung mga
we're able
policies
to
ninyo.
integrate our work together with DPWH and other
Okay. You have also made a statement in MMDA na ngayon paparusahan yung mga barangay official na nagpapahintulot na mayroong madagdagan ang tumitira diyan sa mga estero. Ano naman ang penalty ang gagawin ninyo sa kanila?
Abay, DILG po ang
DILG, no? But I'm sure you two are working together.
Yes, but kasi matagal na hong yan eh, matagal ng law yan eh, na dapat ang mga barangay kapitan hindi nagpapahintulot na magtira ang atin pong mga kababayan.
Pero
dyan
hindi,
sa
pero
mga-
lahat sa kanila, under lang dun sa congressman, under sa konsyal, under sa mayor. Sino ang papalag sa kanila?
Eh,
Why are not the heads of the municipalities or the cities of the lungsod held to account? Bakit natin pipiliin yung pinakamaliit?
kasi siya ho nakabantay doon eh.
Oh, I know. Pero kung siya under at hawak dito sa itaas,
Well, this
paano
has
niya gagawin?
something to do also with the with the leader of the municipality or the city.
Oo.
Meron ho din silang pananagutan.
meron na rin. Meron na pala tayong mga text dito, hindi ko napansin. 0917-576-0722. Good evening po, my idol. Sino yun? Siguro ikaw yung tinutukoy dito. Walang nag-idol sa akin eh. Binabati ko kayo sa inyong katuwiran. Mabuhay po kayo. Ay salamat ko akong tinutukoy ninyo. Pero ang mas gusto ko, pag-isipan ninyo ang mga issues and make up your own mind so that you can say you've considered the issues very well. You have not acted simply out of emotion.
That's right.
Okay?
By the way, Mon, baka
yes.
gusto ko lang sanang ipamahagi sa lahat, tungkol doon sa aming inilunsad na Metro,
Metro
Solution.
Green?
Metro
Green
Solution.
Green? Yung ba yan?
Hindi, Metro Solution. Ano ito? Ang Metro Solution po, pwede ho kayong sa amin, magpadala ng inyong mga panukala kung kayo ay merong solusyon sa mga maraming problema natin dito sa Metro Manila. On the different aspects, traffic, flood, gano'n.
Well, one of the things that is still a problem in Metro Manila, for example,
Yes,
that ought to
yes.
fall under this category, are illegal vendors.
Yes. Naku.
Naku po, pagdating ng pulis, takbohan. Kinabukasan, balik.
Totoo yan,
Tapos,
Mon.
ang tingin ko, mayroong nilalagyan yan sa barangay. Because the barangay officials seem to be tolerant of their presence. So, baka litsera ng mga kagawad o ng barangay captain.
Alam naman ho nila na talagang bawal sa magtinda, Because also of course the legal vendors themselves na nagbabayad ng buwis, nagrereklamo din po. Kuminsan nasa harapan na nila yung
Hindi
mga
lang
vendors.
buwis ang problema dito. Yung iba nagbabayad ng tamang renta, sila nandun.
That's true.
No, it becomes a little bit unfair, but alam mo naman tayo, kung malalambot ang mga loob. Actually, iisip natin, boto at saka datong. Yun ang nagiging mas mahalagang konsiderasyon. Pero dapat siguro, meron din kayong magagawa dito na pag hinuli ninyo, huwag nyo isole.
Meron ho kami kasing policy na hindi namin pwedeng kunin, Ito po ay
ganun
ang
ba?
aming policy ng
What,
aming chairman.
how are they made to account legally for what they have done, which is illegal?
Dahil pwede namin kunin po yung kanilang gamit, yung ibig sabihin ko na rin, meron silang bilao, kunin namin yung bilao, pero hindi yung tinitinda nila. Kami
I
naman,
don't understand what the distinction is based on.
kasi,
Because illegal yan, ebidensya yan eh.
meron din ho kami tinatawag kasing discipline with compassion.
Discipline with compassion, but you let
Yes.
them get away with it because the next day
Yes.
they're back. They don't listen to you. Alam mo, dito kasi sa atin ngayon, everybody demands compassion but nobody wants to follow regulation. Ay, isa naman tayo. Dadating sa punto, you have to make up your mind. Oh, meron ba tayong batas o wala?
Meron na tayong batas tungkol dyan sa
Hindi,
illegal
ibig
vending.
sabihin ko na, hindi ba natin susundin?
Yung atin pong mga kababayan ang talagang medyo hindi ho sumusunod, So, sa amin naman,
Pagkatapos, iiyak-iyak, kunyari, guys, pero pag talikod ninyo, tumatawa sa inyo eh. Wala na, bakit ba ganun lahat ng batayan mo yung Pilipino, wala nang konsyensya?
kagaya ng footbridges natin, Mon.
Oo.
Nako, nagiging na rin. Parang sabi nga nila, nagiging mall. O kaya nagiging department store.
Pero yan,
Sa
obviously,
dami ng-
under the control, again,
Of MMDA din po yun.
MMDA ba yun? Hindi ba pwedeng makialam dyan? Ano ang role dyan ng mga kagawad sa barangay?
Meron din po. Kailangan din po sumama sila sa amin sa pagtataboy ng atin pong mga-
Okay, but when you are gone, hindi nila
vendors.
tataboyin at
Ano.
papabayaan nilang maiwan doon. Abay, paano naman yan? Can you not hold and file charges against the kagawads pag natagpuan yung meron doon? Hindi nila ginagawa ang dapat nilang gawin. Dereliction of duty. Can they be held to account? Kanya lang, bago mo sagutin. Sister Coratec, meron tayo ilang paalala. Huwag po kayo mawawala. We'll be right back.
Sige.